Starting, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? It's your boy Heartless, and I am back with another video. We are in the dungeon, aka the pit, aka the live stream. Fellas, introduce yourselves.
What up, folks? It's your boy Kut.
What's up, bitches? It's 84673.
Yeah, man, we've been going for a minute, but we instead of doing our podcast every Tuesday, we moved it to every Saturday. So you'll see us every Saturday at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. We started a little bit late, but we are back. We are back here. All right, now I want to start this podcast off with the E3 predictions. Cut, you could start off if you
With the
don't mind.
what?
E3
What?
predictions. Like your predictions for E3. Like, what are your expectations? Like, what are you looking forward to? Everything about E3.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting a full and unadulterated spec list of the Scorpio. I mean, I want to find out anything and everything I can about it, because I don't want I don't want just speculation, internet rumors, all that. I want cold hard facts straight from Phil Spencer's mouth on the Scorpio. I don't know about you guys, but because I'm saying if I'm going to be spending the money for a new console, I want to get gypped like I did with Xbox One. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel you on that, man. I definitely feel you on that. But I really feel like they're going to come through this season. Like, I really feel like they're going to come through.
Yep.
I really feel that way because the GPU speed and the CPU speed is looking on point, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
mean,
looking on point. It's a lot of background noise. Is that who end is that? The background noise.
that's probably me playing that Halo.
Hey, and I will be on my Xbox later, so you guys check me out. FUup Heartless, and I will be changing my gamertag soon, so it would just be Heartless 12. But in the meantime, it's still FUup Heartless. It's in the
You
description.
can you can catch me online.
Yeah, he's live and direct.
Gamertag Cutthroat
And
Killer.
he's
Spelled
live
with
and
the
This man
direct.
K.
doing a live stream right now at his house.
Killer is KILR.
Yeah, my
Check
game
it out.
tag and whatnot, if you still got 360, is Mr. Respect Your Jaw and whatnot. 4673. Mr. Respect Your Jaw 467. I'm just fucking with you.
Somebody other.
84673.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, bud.
No. If you're still, playing, that Call of Duty, whatnot, Black Ops 2 or whatever, 84673. You'll see me.
Now, my man Aiden, what's your opinion and views about this E3? Like, what you looking forward to?
Honestly, I'll give some more thought. That Red Dead Redemption 2. I know I shitted on that game and whatnot, but my friend talked a little bit more about it, showed me, the map, the open world and whatnot, some of the features. It's like, it looks like a pretty solid game.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
It's gonna be 4K too. Bam.
But
It should push back
like I
till
said,
next year, but yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who didn't see my video about that Red Dead Redemption, go ahead and go check it out. I went off on Rockstar because they know better than that. They pissed me off with that, man. I went off on them. They know better than that, man. Or they have more than enough time to release this damn game, man. There's no reason why they should be pushing it back. Nah, what it is that they got a lot of competition and they want to market. They want to market and take full advantage of that, which is no issue, which is no problem. But at the end of the day, like, come on, y'all have more than enough time to push this damn game out. Y'all don't want to compete with the Call of Duties. Y'all don't want to compete with Battlefront 2 and yada yada yada. Because all these heavy hitters is coming this holiday. They want to be, you know what I'm saying? They want to be the only mad cat in a while collecting that money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they pushing it back and throwing and flexing, talking about, oh, we just gonna polish it up. Yeah, okay, the shit is already polished. It's already finished. Y'all just pushing it back, marketing reasons.
Yeah, I mean, and if you think about it, that's a smart play on their part, because who really wants, you know, yeah, they're gonna have all their games and stuff. You know, a lot of these games come out during the holiday season, but if, in my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 should have pushed their release date back to probably early spring. They, you know, in their own way, they know they're gonna get all the, you know, they're gonna be a top seller in that time frame.
But I'm definitely, don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 because from what I see and, you know, the image and stuff like that, being that they pushing it back, I don't want no glitches. I don't want no problems. I don't even want no damn hiccups while playing this shit. And I don't want a day one patch because y'all want to push this shit back. It should not be a day one patch. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it should not be a day one patch. When I get that shit, it needs to be perfect, like a PlayStation 2 game. It needs to be perfect. No, I want to take it further back. It needs to be perfect, like a Nintendo 64 game. As soon as you put the damn cartridge in, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to download this. I don't want to download that, and this, and the third. Only thing I want to download is the actual game, you know, prior to the release, because I don't think I'm gonna get the physical. I think I'm gonna get the download version. That's most of my games now. My library of video games is I'm at 90 games right now. I got so much, and everything is downloaded. I still got physical copies, but not as much physical. I'm shifting over more towards download. I got a I got a 5 terabyte hard drive from which I still add games. I'm actually at 35% capacity. I got 3.1 terabytes left out of that 5, and grand total, I got 90 games. That's including 360 games as well, since they added backwards compatibility. Now, other than Red Dead Redemption, are you guys interested in seeing this Call of Duty?
Yeah.
No.
What about you?
I mean,
Katie?
I want to see what they do with it, but I have no interest in getting it, if that makes any sense.
It makes all the sense, brother.
That's for
it.
Like,
I mean, they just had me curious. That's all.
Curious with the storyline and what they're going to talk about in the campaign. I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because it's the same way with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see if they could hit 4K at 60 frames per second. Everybody know Forza's going to hit 4K at 60 frames per second, but I want to see a first-person shooter that can actually do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's difference between seeing Forza in 4K and then actually seeing a first-person shooter that's actually going with mad stuff going on in the background and stuff like that. But I have a feeling what's going to happen is campaign is probably going to be 4K, but online is probably going to be downscaled to 1080. That's what I have a feeling that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm still getting that 60 frames per second, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. That's a PC gamer over there laughing at y'all, ladies and gentlemen. That's laughing at us console gamers. Aiden, you a PC guy, right?
And you want to hear the ugly truth? I don't give a shit about graphics and frame rate. If a story is good, if the game is good, I'll play it. But if the game is garbage and it's just a fucking games that have been put out by the same developer company, then I'm not going to waste my money on it.
I hear you. I definitely hear you. But me as a gamer, I don't really care too much about the graphics. I have to have that solid 60 frames, man. Because when you at 30, that shit dips down, and 80 is a prime
Exactly.
is my prime proof right there. Because it's like you could feel that shit chopping up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'll never forget when I was playing NBA 2K11 and 2K12 on a 360. You could tell it was pushing the 360 to its limits, man. Or I mean, especially during the playoffs, the shit just kept skipping. Because during the playoffs, I guess they added more
Wow.
people, the more crowd, and it just kept skipping. Another prime example is that Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, but I hate to bring this up. But that Assassin's Creed Unity, you going through the crowd and stuff like that, and the frame rate just dipped to 15 to 14 to 12. Lord, that shit was just.
And that's understandable. And, shit would drop, NPCs would disappear or would just appear out of nowhere. Guards would just constantly respawn in areas. So, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but I really don't give a shit.
That damn cut, man. You so damn hard. You more heartless than me. This is the only person that's worse than me, y'all. That's worse than me. Now on to this topic of the PlayStation 5 for my viewers that's out there. Shout out to my 3 viewers that's watching us. This PlayStation 5, I'm hearing a lot of news about this. Sony's been real quiet, but these tech websites haven't been quiet. They're saying this PlayStation 5 will feature a full discrete GPU, not an APU. Not an APU. How you guys feel about this PlayStation 5 news? Do y'all think they're gonna hit the banger during E3, or do you think Sony's gonna sit back and chill and relax and watch the Scorpio perform and see what Microsoft do with the Scorpio? What you guys think?
They're gonna sit back, chill, and relax and whatnot. Look, they just
Yeah.
talking shit right now to get people to stay in the conversation. Really, that's what they always do and whatnot. And they never release what they say they're gonna release or whatnot. Even if they actually release the console, it's not as powerful as it says it's gonna be, and all that, BS or whatever. But they just try to stay in the conversation and whatnot. It's not too long. The PS4 Pro. It's not too long from that. And
Right.
whatnot,
Yeah.
spending money and whatnot and R&D and all this other stuff. They ain't got a choice but to really sit back right now and just watch, and then improve off of what the Scorpio is going to be. They just wait to see if it has any problems or whatnot, A, B, and C, and then they're going to try to do the opposite of the problems and whatnot, and they're going to promote it as such. So they're just talking shit right now. They just talking shit. They're the North Korea of gaming right now. They're just talking shit, but
Well,
ain't doing nothing.
North Korea gaming. I like that
I
analogy.
think I think I think what they might do is they might come out with a prototype. You know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, this is what we've started working on. Here's a little sneak peek. You know, it won't be out for a minute, a hot minute, but this is what we got going on. That's what I see happening. It's me. And like I said, I'm just trying. I'm trying to just go off of what I've seen with Microsoft and Xbox. They talked about the Xbox One and showed the Xbox One for almost a full year before release. And I have a feeling that's
Mm-hmm.
what Sony's going to do.
You don't think they're gonna announce anything at all? You don't think they're gonna diverse the attention from the Scorpio at all E3? You think they're just gonna focus on just the games?
No, I mean, I imagine they'll throw out some random shit
Some
about it.
exclusives and bullshit.
Yeah, or some random, some specs about it. But that's in my opinion, that's as far as I think they're gonna go with it.
They ain't doing that right now, man. PS5 ain't nowhere near right now. I'll be surprised if they release a fucking PS5 next year or the year after. It's
So when do you guys think we're gonna see a tease? You think you're gonna see a tease E3 2018 or 2019? Like, what's your
No,
opinions and views about
no.
that?
I think we'll see a tease this year.
I agree. I agree. I mean, there's people out there that may disagree with us, but I mean, I agree. We gonna have to see something because I really feel like the Scorpio. After seeing all this other stuff that's going on, I really feel like low key the Scorpio is the next gen console because I don't see it. I don't see them releasing this Scorpio to compete with the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 4 Pro because there's no comparison. The Pro,
exactly.
the Pro is nowhere close to as powerful as the Scorpio. You know what
The
I'm saying?
Pro
You know,
shouldn't have been made,
and
really.
Nah, it shouldn't have been like. See, my beef isn't really too much on the Pro. It's just that they rushed it out. They shouldn't. Have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what can I say? It's like you know how looking at an iPhone 6 and then an iPhone 6s. It's the same exact shit. It's just the S model and maybe a little tweaks to the display or not even the display, but the CPU or the GPU. That's what I feel
Yeah.
like. That's what they did with the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was releasing the Pro like this just to because I don't know if they wanted to release something super powerful because they didn't want to distract the sales from the original PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 4 original the sales is amazing. You know what I'm saying? The sales numbers that they're getting is good. You know, but I don't know what Sony is planning, but from what I'm reading from multiple sources online is the PlayStation 5 is definitely in development. It's just quiet. They real quiet about it. Obviously there's some leaks going around because how will we know that it will support. Come on, page, load up. Why can't I load up? It will feature a discrete GPU and not a APU. How will we know that? You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't in development. You know what I'm saying? So, and another question is, what would the price be like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would the
For
price of
PS5.
for PlayStation 5? In your
Oh shit. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be more than the Scorpio. They just have a history of doing that. But it may be $550, $600 because they're gonna talk
yeah,
about
I
his
was gonna
next gen
say
graphic.
I see the price being close to the price of the Xbox One on release, on day one
so
release.
so
What you
let,
talking
so let me ask you
about?
this on the Scorpio. How much you guys think the Scorpio is going to cost?
I mean, they saying they're gonna stay around $500, which I still can't believe. You talking about 4K 60 frames? Like something is missing. Like there has to be a catch. The settings may not be that high. Well, I guess we'll see about that. But they talking about Scorpio is going to stay around $500. So the PS5, if you're talking about the PS5, it's going to be around. I say $550, $600.
I feel
Is
like
it too much? Think about it. Is it really too much? Is it? Because you're talking about next gen graphics and whatnot, and a new generation. You're talking about 4K performance here,
hmm
and 4K isn't necessarily cheap. It's getting cheaper, yes, but it's still not necessarily like cheap. So is it really asking too much? $550, $600? It would not, especially with everything that a gaming console is today, where it's not just playing video games, social media, is
It's a
streaming.
whole entertainment console.
yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So is it really asking too much? I mean, versus what we got with the original PS3 versus now, it whatnot. I'm gonna say it's gonna be better or whatnot. It's gonna have 4K Blu-ray in it this time around. So I mean, is it really asking too much for $600? I don't think so. We talking about 4K performance, and then you got people spending just about the same on the TVs,
hmm
and we know how much TVs can go up to. So I mean, the people still buying them. So it's not going. It's not asking too much. No, all they're gonna do is promote the 4K, and people won't buy it, whether it's $600 or not.
And see,
And we'll definitely see a price drop within
next holiday season.
12 months.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna always be the case. And whatnot, they gonna bundle it with a couple games or whatnot. That's always the case. That's why I say don't ever buy a console when it first comes out, because a year from now, it's gonna be cheaper or it's gonna be bundled with some games that you like or whatnot, some perks, basically. So it's smart just to wait a whole year, not only for that, not only for the price drop, but to see what games are coming out and whatnot, and what they actually have, plan on doing with it, and see if it has any problems, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you something, my friend got a PS4, and that shit overheated, and he had to send it back. And this was a couple months into him having it. That man was pissed about the heating issues and whatnot,
Where he got his
because he didn't know he had any problems. It was a few months in. He thought everything was going to be good and whatnot, and that shit started heating the fuck up almost. I think he said it was like smoking at one point. And he had to send it back to Sony and whatnot to get a replacement. And sometimes those replacements end up doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah. We
Exactly.
saw that with the 360.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it's like you might as well wait a year just to be safe, make sure you're investing in the right thing, or to, hear their response to what it is they're going to do with the problems of the system. Because we're at this point in time where we know the systems are going to have problems. There's never going to be a perfect system or whatnot. They just want their money and whatnot, and they just want to talk about, oh, we'll release it, re-release it and whatnot, come out with a new generation, and fix this and fix that. They do that every damn year.
Yeah, but it's so like that with everything. It's like that with everything nowadays, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Look at the Galaxy Note. You know what I'm saying? The Galaxy Note 7. Yeah. That shit was exploding in people's pockets. But
yeah, man, your shit was cooking in the office, man. I smelled that from the register.
What? Who you telling, man? I was having a barbecue. The fuck?
I was like, man, cooking in the back.
Damn right.
I was like, hey, Steph, man, you burning your food burning in the microwave. That's your phone.
Yeah, that's my phone. That's my phone. But yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. When the Scorpio comes out, and the consideration, and you gotta take it. You gotta take the day one problems. That the day one problems is definite. There's no hiding from the day one problems. But my main concern is how would this console? I want to see how this console performs on different television sets. You know what I'm saying? Because now these OLED TVs, they carry high input lags. You know, a lot of people don't know that, but a lot, like, they are known for having high frequencies of input lags. And like for instance, the LG B6. If you go to RTINGS, people, for those of you who don't know about that website, ratings.com, and they would tell you about input lag, everything about a television set. Now, back to the topic. Now, if you go, for instance, a LG B6 OLED TV, if you get you a B6, because you don't want the C6, you get the B6 because it's cheaper, and it's last year's model. That the frequency level as far as the input lag is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I was actually in the market of actually getting an OLED because the display is so beautiful. But after reading about the input lag, it made me say, oh, hell no, screw that. You know what I'm saying? But the C6, the one that they released this year, is better with the input lag, but the damn price is out of this world. They want too much for it. You know what I'm saying? So those of you that are looking for an OLED display, I would not. I know it's tempting, and unless you're just going to get it for just watching movies only, I would not recommend getting it. But for those of you that are TV hunting, I do recommend you guys getting the Samsung KS8000, KS9000, or the Vizio P series. 2017 is the same damn display as a 2016. They just marketing it different because they just want money, basically. Just like how the Samsung did it with the KS8000 and KS9000. It's the same display, different design. So you're just paying for the design. Um, it's the same concept. But I'm curious to see how the Scorpio will perform on different sets as well. I hope there's no compatibility issues. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is nice and smooth, and I hope there's nothing wrong with the Blu-ray drive failing or anything like that on release date. Now, the Xbox One had an issue when it first released, and that was the Blu-ray drive issue. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, my
No,
friend
because
had day.
I didn't have the day. I didn't have the day one issue.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a well. It's probably a second gen Xbox One. So I never had any of the Blu-ray issues.
So
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend. He had an issue with that shit, but I guess to him it was worth it because at that time, you gotta remember GTA 5 had dropped. Anybody was gonna stop trying to play that game or whatever for nothing.
mm-hmm.
It whatnot. If it came down to the Blu-ray drive, I think he ended up buying a digital copy. He had a physical copy. We ended up buying down digital or whatnot because ain't nothing stopping that GTA 5 at that point in time. So I guess people would deal with it and whatnot because that game was just fucking awesome. I'm sorry, but outside of that, yeah, it was nothing but complaints.
So now that we passed this, when do you guys think the Scorpio will be released? What's the release date? Because there's a release date, a release window that's been circling around the internet. November 13th, November 14th, November whatever.
Yeah,
You
that's why I
know.
think whatnot
Yeah,
time for Black Friday in it. Yeah,
Mhm.
Black Friday holiday season.
Mhm. I agree. Will any of you guys be getting it day one? I know, Cut. You said no. What about you, Chris? Would you be getting it day one?
fuck no. We just had this conversation. No,
Why not,
no,
man? You
we'll
ain't trying
probably
to do it.
see it next year or something. They
How,
ain't going nowhere.
how about you get it from me day one so I can do an unboxing video and then I can give it back to you and you can return it.
How about we just get it from Best Buy and just do the unboxing video together and just send it back?
I'm just messing with you. How about I do the unboxing video and I keep it and you being a good friend, you just be like, all right, you cool, you good, man. I'm
Shit, I'll go
shit.
five finger discount one for you. Just kidding.
Damn.
Absolutely would not try to five finger discount a
What is
I
it?
console.
ain't buying that shit. I'll probably contact Xbox or some shit, tell them I want to do a review on it. Put up a fake channel with some fake subscribers or some shit. Be like, hey, I got 100,000 subscribers. How about you send one of those Scorpios over to me and I do a review? Keep that shit probably like 2 weeks and whatnot. Send it back.
You know them guys gonna get the Scorpio early. Them bigger YouTubers, they gonna get it early. They probably gonna get it like 2 or 3 days early. Just like
That's
how
the
they.
only reason I would do it, just to be honest and whatnot. And I would send it back. Like I would do the review and send it right back, or wait till Aaron's somebody have it, which they probably will and whatnot. Get it, do a review on it, and that's it. Send it back.
So, all right, now let me ask you guys this question: do you guys think Crackdown is actually going to be released this year? Because I feel like Crackdown is the fucking Dr. Dre Detox album. They've been advertising that fucking game since what year was it? Cut was it 2013? E3 2013. They've been advertising that game.
What crack? Well, I mean they released Crackdown 2 in 2012, 2011. Um, and then uh they've been talking about this game for a hot minute.
Right, and we still didn't get a release window. We still didn't see real actual gameplay outside of CGI. And I've been saying in my previous videos, if it's CGI, it's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, unless we get some live gameplay footage, you know, nothing can be fully guaranteed.
right, right. Now, as far as with the Scorpio, this shit better be compatible. Well, it is going to be compatible with the Xbox One accessories, and it's also going to support Bluetooth. For those of you who didn't know that, so if you got them Bluetooth Beats by Dre headphones and stuff like that, you're gonna be set.
Like me.
Oh yeah, just like Cut, just like Cut.
Right, right. Hey guys, I gotta go.
All right, bro.
All right.
Oh, sure thing. I'll catch you next Saturday.
All right, take care, man.
All right.
All right, sure thing.
All right, now, Cut. Like, what's your most anticipated game outside of Red Dead Redemption?
Well, Red Dead Redemption isn't even my most anticipated game. I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting to see what Ubisoft is coming out with the Tom Clancy games.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to see if they're gonna bring back Splinter Cell, man.
Yeah, you know we've been hearing bits and pieces of rumors over the past couple years that hey, Splinter Cell's been in the works. You know, this and that. Nothing has been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find any legit confirmation anywhere. I'm hoping they drop a little info on that. Um, I want to see the new Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm an Assassin's Creed fan. I didn't. I've only played like 15 or 20% through Syndicate. Not a big fan of switching up through two different players, and you know I feel they did that to just to be able to make the game longer and stuff like that. I want to see where they take it. You know, yeah. And for those viewers who aren't who are just either just getting into Assassin's Creed or haven't had a chance to get into Assassin's Creed, you may want to tune out for a couple seconds because I'm going to drop spoiler alert. Desmond Miles is dead. There's other people within his memories and his DNA that we could go back to, and yeah, I still like Altair, Ezio, all those original characters that we played as, and I want to go through like a two time era, Cold War time era, something more modern, not like today's era. Well, I mean, story or the actual story about the folks that the Templars and the Animus and all that's going on today. Yeah, that'd be cool. I definitely would play it if it was a game about modern day assassins. I think that'd be dope. But I just don't want to. I've started seeing them getting into a rut, get out of that rut. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm dying to see if anybody's coming up. It drops any hints about Ninja Gaiden.
I know.
I can't tell you how much I missed the Ninja Gaiden game.
Mm-hmm.
Because shit, it's been 5+ years since we've had a new Ninja Gaiden game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, will probably be. It could, they may come out with a PlayStation exclusive for it. But I'd like to see a multi-console or multi-platform game of it, because I like fighting games. I like those slashing games.
Speaking of fighting games, what do you think of that Tekken 7? Did you actually play it yet? I
I
haven't.
haven't played it yet, but I'm looking. I want to. Tekken 2 was probably
The
is
best
is
one.
probably still my all time favorite Tekken game.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the best one, man. You know how much lunch money I don't won off that?
Mm.
For real. For real. Um, for those of you that are watching this podcast, I actually pulled up a photo, well, a website that has leaked information, possibly leaked information about the PlayStation 5. I know I keep jumping back and forth from different topics. I apologize. I just pulled up another website that that has this information. I'm gonna read it to you guys. The PlayStation 5 has already been linked with a graphics processing unit that would deliver 10 teraflops of computing power, outranking the Xbox Project Scorpio by 150%. This would truly blow Microsoft console out of the water and possibly enable native 4K gaming at 60 frames per second. It is certain that virtual reality will also massively benefit. Oh, I'm so sick of virtual reality and the shadowing that has been common in VR games and existing Sony hardware should be eliminated completely. There is also likely to be a significant streaming focus in the PlayStation 5 generation as developers continue to offer games more options for enjoying their products. It all adds up to what will be an extremely powerful gaming machine that will appear before the end of the decade. Um, they have an update, and the update is with a 2018 PlayStation 5 possible release. Analysis have been speculating that how powerful this machine could turn out to be. Certainly, Sony will need to imbue the PlayStation 5 with significant power if it is outranked and even or outmatched or even matched for the forthcoming Project Scorpio. Wow, this is crazy. It would definitely benefit from the latest CPU architecture from AMD. The PlayStation 5 has potential to be extremely impressive machine. Yada yada yada. My what I want to see in not just Project Scorpio and PlayStation 5. I don't know if anybody who reading this along with me or anybody who's listening. What I want to see is I want to see the freedom that PC gets. That I mean that's just me. How you feel, Cut? Because that's what I want to see. I want to be able to have complete control of my frame rate, and I want to have complete control of my resolution. I want those options in my game. You know what I'm saying? In my system, I want to be able to go to my system options and stuff like that. But at the moment, we are limited, and because we are in consoles and we don't have the ability to do that. How do you feel? Like, what's your opinion on that, Cut?
I agree. I would like to see that as well, um, because you know, say I'm playing and I'm playing online. Some and there's just a crappy connection. I'd like to be able to to go in and actually adjust those settings so I I'm not getting screwed over by a shitty connection, or you know if I'm if there's a game that I feel is moving too fast, I'd like to go in and change some of that. But I don't think that's something we will see anytime soon with consoles. I mean, and I hate to say it, but it's with PCs. You have those settings, or you have that capability because it's a PC. I mean, I can go in and buy a graphics processor, install all the drivers, um, and then go in and manually set up those those settings, simply because the PCs over the years have given us access to be able to do that because of the different programs they run on them. As of consoles, the real way to do it is basically to hack your console, install a completely different operating system on it or something like that. Until we get like an Android OS console, I don't see us being able to get a lot of those settings freely until it's allowed by the development teams and the companies that make them. That being said, could see it, especially with the next Xbox, because a lot of those Xboxes are going to have Windows 10, and they should be a little bit more freely with those settings. Should is the key word there, but that isn't necessarily what we're going to see. And that is a sad thing, because if I'm gaming on a Windows 10 PC, I have those settings. But if I'm gaming on Xbox One that technically runs on the Windows 10 OS, I don't have those settings. It's kind of a double standard and a little bit of bullshit, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely get I get exactly what you're saying. But yeah, I agree. I feel like we will not be able to see. We won't be seeing that, unfortunately. I will hope that's something I will hope and wish we would see. As far as with the Android, there are Android platforms. So you have the Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV. Well, not Apple TV. Sorry, Amazon Fire TV. You got the Nvidia Shield, and you got the Ouya. Ouya is a flop. Nvidia Shield is just mobile gaming, and Amazon TV. Everybody uses that for coding and watching movies. But yeah, it would be dope to see an Android platform. But I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people would hack it and abuse the hacks, and you won't be able to kill anybody because everybody will have unlimited ammo and they'll have God mode and
Unlimited
nobody
health,
right
God mode,
floating and shit, walking on water
Yeah.
and shit. It'll just be too much. But yeah, I would. That's one feature I would love to see. Unfortunately, we probably won't see it until the following generation, if there is going to be a following generation. Which brings me to the next question: do you think this generation will be the last generation for consoles?
No. Because there's always going to be a next generation or a new generation of consoles, because technology advances at such a high rate, and that's one of the reasons why consoles. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on consoles. I love consoles. I've played consoles all my life, but it's one of the reasons why we see so many bugs with consoles, especially on like day one, and and so on, because the tech advances quickly. Not only that, with almost any and all updates, you may fix one thing, but you're going to break two more. That's just how it goes with patches.
I definitely
So
agree. I definitely agree, brother. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Um, I just. All right. Well, when do you think will be the last generation? Do you think next
there won't
generation?
ever be a last generation console. I feel there's always going to be consoles,
So,
because You're not, unless they merge,
Because a lot
which
of
they've already
people,
done,
yeah, because a lot of
merge
people
with
think they're going to be
consoles.
service. Sorry to break you off, but a lot of people think they're going to turn into a service. Do you think that's going to happen? Like it's going to be a PlayStation
That
service?
that's a real possibility. But we won't see that anytime soon. The console market is such a huge market. We're not going to see consoles disappear for a while. And if they do, they're going to be. Um, when I picture consoles and PCs and all that, do a whole new level movie Gamer with Gerard Butler, where he's a prisoner and it's basically Call of Duty, but with fucking live people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how dude walks in and it's basically almost VR type shit. I mean that's where ultimately that's where if we all consoles end and our consoles and computers and all that shit just goes away, this is going to be one standard for games um anytime soon. I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, this is 100% speculation.
True. I mean, there's nothing wrong with speculation. People speculate all the time. Hell, they make YouTube videos speculating and put clickbait titles to lure people in. I mean, there's nothing wrong with speculating. It's just it's just we know how to speculate and label it as speculation instead of labeling it as news. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, which brings me to you to this question: what are some of the things like what do you want Microsoft to do to keep you interested? If you're losing if you see yourself losing interest in from gaming, what could Microsoft do better at, in your opinion?
For one, and I don't see this happening. For one, slash the fucking prices of games through download.
Okay.
You know, you don't, and because I understanding how the market works. Yeah, you got to pay your developers, your marketing, all that. You got to pay the people that actually make the CDs, the cases, the graphic designers that make the case art, all that shit. Um, you got to pay the truck drivers to ship the games to the game stores. You got to pay the game stores money off of selling it, or however that you want to break that down. But for digital download, I'm skipping, 3/4 of that and getting it straight from you, and you still want $69.99 or $59.99 for a game,
Right. Right.
straight from your server to my console. Yeah, the deal with deals with gold, and because I'm speaking just on, I don't have a PlayStation. The deals with gold, they run where you get 10, 15, 20, 25% off, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months after the game releases. But why do I have to wait that long to get a discount, and get a discount because I'm already paying you $60 a year for an online service? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and depending on the game I get, we're just gonna say, Fall of Dookie, but where I'm getting. I'll make it an analogy like this. I'm getting a hamburger and it's just a patty. Pay extra for the bun. I got to pay extra for the cheese, the condiments, all that stuff
Right.
through DLC. You're giving me a cook. You're giving me a piece of meat, but you're not giving me the entire burger.
Right.
So, and that goes into a whole nother tangent on DLC and shit. But yeah, so you know, cut game prices on digital downloads. That's that's one thing. Make you know
What about?
cross network compatibility for online gaming. You know how much more money aiming companies would make if I could pop in a game, depending on the game. I could play it with people from you know consoles and a PC. You know, it opens up the online gaming community to something that has never been done before. Console, you go, you play. It doesn't matter if I'm playing PS4. I'm playing somebody from Xbox One, playing somebody from a Nintendo Switch, or I'm playing somebody that's got their Alienware laptop sitting in a fucking goddamn Starbucks with their low fat macchiato latte Tai Chi bullshit. So, I mean, gaming's got to evolve. And if it's not going to evolve in a way that keeps me interested, I'm going to fall off. And that's what's been happening because a lot of the games that have been coming out are trash to me, in my opinion. I'm not shitting on anybody's preference of game or anything like that. Um, it's just the same old carbon copy bullshit that I've been seeing for fucking 10 years now because I'm on my 11th year of Xbox Live, 11th or 12th, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just not. I'm just getting burnt out. That's why a lot of the games I play, I make sure they have a campaign, online game, and shout out if you want to catch me on it later. I may have had I'll probably have a few beers in me by the time I get to it. It is Call of Duty 4 remastered. You know, that's an OG game that the online was just so fun that, and there wasn't all this bullshit which they're starting to add now, and it's starting to piss me off where you get all these futuristic guns and you get jetpacks and it, give me fucking a small selection of guns and let me be. But again, that's my preference. Microsoft's not going to take what I have to say. They're going to be like, if you don't like our shit, we don't care. We got fucking 5 million more people that love it. So what's one less? And that's just the reality of it. That's what I would like to see to keep me interested in gaming.
I hear you, and I definitely agree with you on that. And another thing I would like to see Microsoft do differently is focus more on gaming. I know I said this in previous podcasts, but I want to see them actually take it to the next level as far as just focusing on games. I like the excuse me, I like the all around entertainment system, but when I cut on my Xbox, I see just about 90% of my friends list playing, watching Netflix, watching Hulu, watching Voodoo TV, or you know what I'm saying? Like I just, or like me, I mean, I be on Sling sometimes, but I mean, I just see people on other things except for video games, and I just feel like the interaction of video games of is actually, you know
It's
what I'm saying, is
dying.
dying. Yeah. I just see it just being used as an entertainment box more. You know what I'm saying? More and more and more. I remember back in the day with my original Xbox, I get on, I see people on Halo 2 or Call of Duty Big Red 1, you know, on my OG Xbox. They were always on games. 360 it was the same thing, but it was slowly you'll get a few people on Netflix, but other than that, it was just
Or
still
watching a movie or something, you
right,
know.
or watching a movie on using the media player and stuff like that. But or browsing through the you know the game store and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, nowadays on the Xbox One, you kidding me? Like out of let's say if I have 22 people online, I'll say about 12 of them is watching Netflix, watching Hulu, watching Sling TV, or watching you know, or watching live TV because they got the cable split up hooked up to the Xbox. Or you know what I'm saying, doing something other than gaming, you know, and or on media player or something like that. It's crazy, you
And
know.
see, that's something I don't get, dude. My my cable box, which has a TiVo in it, comes with, you know, the access to Hulu, to Netflix. My TV has access to Hulu, to Netflix, to all
Right,
that.
right,
You know, you know, and yeah, I can rent a movie on cable company, um, or I can rent a movie through my Xbox. Sometimes I'll rent a movie through my Xbox, but I'm not gonna. Well, and the only TV type thing that I watch on my Xbox is Crunchyroll, and that's for anime because I can't get that shit on my smart TV or my cable. I can get it on my phone, so I may watch it on my phone more than I would on my Xbox. So I mean, I'm with you. You know, I'm trying to get back into gaming.
hmm and it's hard. I mean, I like the fact that they included the clubs. That makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That makes it easier as far as you know, playing with people that have a mic and not no fucking randoms. But I mean, as far as adding people on my friend list and relying on people on my friend list to get an actual game going, that's dead, man. I mean, it's more like you relying on strangers that's in, you know, joining the groups and stuff like that. But you know, it's sad. The interaction is slowly going away and slowly fading as far as you know with the friend
And
list and stuff like that.
you know, for a long time, I didn't hook up my mic to my controller because what was the point? I'd be the only fucker on that has a mic, and that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially on large mapped games like Battlefield
Oh man, that pisses me off.
or Rainbow Six. That shit just Rainbow Six. It, that's what killed Rainbow Six Siege for me. Nobody had a mic ever.
Mm-mm.
When you and I played it, we were the only two fuckers that usually had a mic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if somebody else had a mic, they wouldn't say shit. You know, and it was never fun because you never got a squad. You know, especially in the randoms, nobody ever played as a squad, and it just got irritating and shit. But you know, I've on Call of Duty 4 Remastered, I've been just talking bullshit to people, shit to nobody that's there at all, and I find it hilarious because you get all these people on there, nobody has a mic, they can't. You're talking shit to them, and nobody can do a damn thing about it.
That shit's crazy, and it's out of control. Like I've been saying this previously that some games just need to be mandatory. Like you can't get in the fucking lobby unless you plug in your damn headset. There's no
Yeah.
reason there's no reason that somebody shouldn't have a mic in 2017. Each console comes with a mic. I don't want to hear it. And I'm thankful that the Scorpio is going to be released to Bluetooth because we don't want to be so that nobody could be limited to just using certain headphones. I hate the fact that the Xbox One launched with this bullshit cheap ass adapter that you know what I'm saying in order to use certain headphones that you plug into the controller because the adapter I got was defective. It's bullshit. It was broken. It was DOA as soon as I got it, and it barely works. And I could barely use any of my headsets with the shit. But I've been purchasing controllers that have the headphone jack in it. But another flaw to that is that I can't control the volume levels of the game. You know what I'm saying? I can talk, chat, and hear the
Yeah.
game and stuff like that, but I can't control the volume levels. Now, with the recent update, I can be able to do that, so I don't need the cheap chat pad, you know what I'm saying, that I was relying on before. But, I mean, come on, man. Like, you guys got to make better quality add-ons, man, because this shit wasn't cheap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as the
Yeah.
build quality is cheap, but coming out my pockets wasn't cheap. You know what I mean?
Uh,
So
and I completely agree with you, dude.
they need to do
Because
better.
I remember back with the 360 having to get, you know, a chat pad because your goddamn so damn long for you to actually go in and uh type a message because the controls were so clunky. And now that the controls on the message are a bit smoother, it's a hassle. I know people that will send voice messages, or use abbreviated words, and that's cool. But when it comes to the game, you got a headset. Your Xbox One came with a goddamn that can be used as a mic as well. So there's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
There really isn't.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree. It's crazy, man. Like there's no excuse in
people
it.
just become more lazy and antisocial. Than hell, gaming was built around people who were antisocial, and now you're just making that shit worse. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
and I can understand you want to be in a party, and so you're not on in game chat. Still, you're using a mic. You got a squad. You know, you're running shit, but that are just like, nope, not gonna do it. What pissed me off?
Yeah, definitely, and they need to enforce that more. But I'm gonna do you do you by any chance have Battlefield 1 because I'm in the mood to play that tonight, and anybody from my viewers that's out there listening, please add me because I'm gonna be on Battlefield 1 tonight, and I'm gonna be taking off a couple heads in Conquest.
I do not have Battlefield 1.
Ah, damn.
I I told you I've been stuck on
So I know
Modern Warfare Remastered.
I sent you a text, but I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
read it. I ain't look
yeah.
at my phone yet. I've been on social networks trying to promote the podcast, trying to get some viewers in. But yeah, that's a definitely good ass game, man. Like the graphics look amazing. Like you getting campaign type graphics on an online game. Like the shit is amazing, bro. The only
Yeah,
my only complaint with Battlefield 1 is the damn spawn system. They'll spawn you right in front of your enemy, and your back is towards your enemy, and your enemy will shoot the shit out of you. You know, like that's my only complaint towards it. But other than that, it's just amazing, man. The realism, the noise, the sound effects, everything is amazing.
But that seems to be a running issue with all the Battlefield
Mm-hmm.
games is the spawn system. You know, and I've learned to learn to expect that with large maps, large size lobbies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit's gonna get messed up. You know, with the spawns.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. I know this is a little bit off topic, but what do you think of Ghost Recon? Do you think that's a dying franchise? Like, do you think that's a dying game title? Like, what's your
I
opinion and
do.
views about it? Because I feel like it's dying slowly but surely.
Yes, I would have to agree, and I hate it because what is it? Advanced was it Advanced Warfighter?
Mm-hmm.
Is something I came up playing. Part of my you know my first experience with the Xbox and shit like that was I came up playing Ghost Recon. Uh, I think after Future Soldiers, when we started to see started to really see uh, um, that particular title dying.
Right. I've have a whole lot of hopes because I really like GRAW Ghost Recon event. Like I like GRAW 1 and I like GRAW 2, and
Yep.
Future Soldier pretty much hit the nail. Like future, it pretty much damaged Ghost Recon name. The reason why I say that is
Mm-hmm.
because the the spawn system was sucked. It was I don't want to say it was glitchy, but the game, it just felt unfinished. The service was just dog shit. Like every time we would get it, like it was close to impossible. You remember it was close to impossible for us to get in the game. And when we
Always.
when we finally got in the fucking game, it would say system or it would say server issue or server something, and then the shit would like it'll be in like a loading circle, and the game would freeze until it search
Mm-hmm.
for a new host or whatever, and then when it finds a new host, that host getting his ass kicked and he quits, and the next thing you know, the whole damn game, you know what I'm saying, the whole damn game collapsed.
Yep.
So I'm like, man, come on, and it got to the point where it was completely impossible to find a game. So I was just like, you know what? I washed my hands with Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I'm done with it. I'm done with them. And then they came out with Ghost Recon Phantoms. I was like, oh shit, that looks amazing. It was only PC at the time. I don't have a game in PC,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's one thing that I was real bummed out about it too was it was only for PC.
Right. It was like
And I was just like, damn.
it looked like, I want to compare it to the Division, because it looked like the Division, but it looks like more action to it. You know what I'm saying? They had drones flying up in the air, drones like driving on the floor and shit like that, and exploding around the desk and stuff like that. Like it was just dope. And for them to just put it exclusively to PC, that was just like a slap in the face. Like, damn, man, I would have liked to play it. But and then it's when they released Wildlands. Wildlands. My biggest issue with Wildlands is that I feel like, yeah, the map is big, but I feel like it's just dead. The reason why I feel like it's just dead is because it's just not much interaction as far as gaming. Well, I'm not gaming. Excuse me. As far as players, like I wanted to see more players inside of, what I'm saying, inside of a map. I don't want to just have 5 players on, as my team and stuff like that. I just feel like they could have did a better system. As far as campaign, they should have just left it as campaign. As far as online should have been different. Online shouldn't have been included as part of a campaign because some people. The reason why I don't like it like that is because some people is probably further in the game than you are, or vice versa. You get what I'm saying, and then
Yeah.
you get to a certain point to the campaign that you confused. You're like, wait, what is this? I didn't get to this part of the game yet. But you joined somebody else's room because you wanted help trying to beat a level that was too hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hate,
Yep.
I dislike. I don't want to say I hate. I dislike when games do that. Like when developers do that when they incorporate, excuse me, an online campaign, online mode into campaign because it's just off balance and it leads to disorganization and confusion all the time. Titanfall did that crap. You remember Titanfall did it? Titanfall 1. If you're gonna have a
Dude,
campaign, just make it standalone, man. You know what I'm saying?
dude, how many hours did we play before we actually beat the game because we were playing the same damn maps over and over and over?
Right. Right.
Because you'd end up getting that one person that hadn't, was a level 1, and so you'd have to start at, the beginning map, or that you get them at a low level, and they'd have to come up, and so it would throw everybody else into that low level map.
Now, we got some new people that's joining us, watching us. Shout outs to Pyro 1997 for communicating. He left a comment saying he wants to see the PlayStation 5 and hopefully the backwards compatibility would be for PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 4. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I hope
Oh yeah.
I hope they do that. I want to see backwards compatibility all the way to PlayStation 1, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If they can't do that, then okay, well, I'll take PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Something, you know what I mean? Like, that's something I definitely want to see, you know?
Yeah. And see, I want to see that with all consoles. I want to see backwards compatibility to the original consoles.
Mm-hmm. And we already know the Scorpio is going to be like that. It's going to be backwards compatibility. So hopefully Sony will follow suit and make the console make the console way much more stronger, and make it so as that it could play all the old school games better. You know what I'm saying? Upscale it and make it run smoother. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if Sony does it on their part, hopefully the developers do it on their part, making sure the damn game runs, stabilized and stuff like that. But my main concern is that, see, I know you believe that I know you believe that Xbox Scorpio and PlayStation 5 won't be the last game systems, but there's a lot of talk around the industry, and even a lot of other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, they honestly feel like PlayStation 5 and Project Scorpio is going to be the last generation. Hopefully it's not. I don't want it to be, but if it does come to that point and they do come out with a system that you can just upgrade, like take out a slot for the graphics card and they release a new graphics card slot, or if they just turn the whole system into a service and stuff like that, then hopefully hopefully it does turn that way. But hopefully we don't get to that point, and I don't want to see consoles disappear. I don't. And I don't think it is going to disappear because it still sells pretty damn well. PlayStation 4 sold really good numbers, you know what I'm saying? Overall. So hopefully.
Yeah. And with what they've been able to do with the PlayStation Network and PlayStation Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I feel is something amazing, because they were able to turn around a service that was horrible to something now that's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've done something that Microsoft had did,
Right.
and you know, I'm not going to bash a console or a service or anything like that, because you know, we're all gamers. We all want to, you know, that's what we want to do. We want to play games.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, so I want to see every console and every service succeed. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm just really stoked that they were able to do something that not many people thought they would be able to do. Not many people thought they could turn the PlayStation Network into a service that is able to not only be as good, but compete alongside Xbox Live.
Right. And for those of you who are watching now, I'm going to put it back on the webpage. I had it on earlier about the PlayStation 5 alleged specifications, so you guys could check it out. I read it out earlier, so I don't want to repeat myself. That's going to seem strange when the video plays back. But hopefully you guys could be able to see it. But I'm definitely looking forward to E3. I hope we do see at least a tease of the PlayStation 5 and a game that I'm definitely looking forward to. I don't know if you've seen the trailer to it, Cut, but I'm definitely looking forward to Death Stranding. I want to see some actual gameplay. I don't want to see no more CGI. Hopefully they have some gameplay lit up and ready for us. What are your what game, like, other than the few games you told me about, is there any other game that you're looking forward to, like Far Cry 5?
I heard Far Cry 5 got canceled, but I don't know if that was true or not. But I saw a video on YouTube or Facebook about this game, and it looked a lot like Call of Duty, but it was on Steam, and it's a sci-fi horror film game that is takes place like during World War I or World War II, and it looked like the shit. And I don't know the name. It looked like it was some I think French name or something like that, but it was on Steam. It looked badass as hell. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see, you know, I want to see more horror games, to be honest with you.
Hell yeah, you and me both. I want to see some scary shit that's going to knock the damn shoes off my feet. I want to see scary games that have more co-op mode to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Dying Light. I want to see Dying Light 2. I want to see. Hopefully that's in development, and that's one of my favorite games. I actually own it on PlayStation 4, Dying Light 1. Hopefully they do release a Dying Light 2. Outlast is another great, incredible, scary game. I don't have the guts to complete the first Outlast. Hopefully I will in the daytime. Don't laugh at me. Hopefully I get to play that shit in the daytime. Hopefully I get to play it in the daytime, because that's a scary motherfucker. First of all, the reason why it's so damn scary is because you can't defend yourself. You get caught, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But what's another game that Outlast 2 is out now, right? I don't know if it's co-op. I have to look into it. If it is co-op, I'm definitely getting it, and I'm definitely going to have a partner playing with me. What other scary game that we got that we haven't completed? What's that other scary game that we both got but we still didn't play it? We still didn't finish it.
Damn.
Oh,
it can't.
Evil something.
Evil Within.
Evil Within.
Evil Within.
Here you go. There we go. That's another game, ladies and gentlemen, that I have failed to complete because it scared the shit out of me. I'm a scaredy cat. I can't play it at nighttime. I got to play it in the daytime. I remember I played it at nighttime one time. I tried to be on my IGN shit, have my Turtle Beaches on and everything like that. Lights out and everything. Then I seen this big motherfucker coming with the chainsaw, and then that shit just got too scary. It got too crazy. And then a message pop up saying this game could cause seizures. I said, "Oh my god,
Oh Lord.
Lord!" I said, "Fuck that. This game is too
But
intense."
no, they put that message out because of epilepsy.
Right.
People with epilepsy. But no, dude. That game has been one of the first games since like Resident Evil 2 came out that actually made me like, whoa, this shit is scary. You know, that gave me a lot of jump scares. And I ain't afraid to admit that it scared the shit out of me. Because I love games that can scare the shit out of me. I don't know about everybody else, but
No, I'm
yeah.
with you on that. Resident Evil. I still didn't get that Resident Evil, the new one, Resident Evil 7, but it's on sale on Amazon, so I just might get it and I just might order it. But hopefully the digital copy will be on sale because I want to go digital.
I've heard it's actually pretty. It can be pretty damn scary.
But is it short? I mean, I hear it's short.
Well,
If it's short, I'm gonna just get the physical copy.
I'm talking about the VR.
Right. Oh, okay. VR. Yeah, I can imagine the VR is going to be intense. Speaking of VR, the PlayStation 5 VR is going to be crazy. The specifications that they got for the PlayStation 5 that I'm gonna provide you guys the link to the article that I just showed you guys. The VR the specifications for the VR experience is going to be amazing, and according to this website I pulled up, and not just this website, it's multiple articles that I'm gonna put in the description about the PlayStation 5. It's going to be more powerful than the Xbox Scorpio, and it's going to have all kinds of great features. Now, Pyro had just shot me a message saying PlayStation 5 hopefully it will have a DualShock 5 controller. Hopefully it will be better than DualShock 4 controller. Yeah, I definitely could. I definitely agree. And
Mm-hmm.
what I want to see in a PlayStation 5 DualShock controller is a longer fucking battery. Come on, Sony.
Oh yeah.
We need a longer battery, man. Cause I kid you not. I had to get the damn Nyko charging station on top of my PlayStation 4, and each time my controller drops out dead within an hour and a half, I have to swap out controllers, man. If it wasn't for that, I would be assed out. I'm so tired of charging my controller.
Dude,
Goodness.
I'm tired. I want controllers that, in general, that can have a decent battery life. As
Right.
I tell you, I buy batteries wholesale
Oh, you do.
because there ain't no fucking sense in buying a small 8-pack of batteries and going through that in a month. You know,
Right.
I have like 2 or 3 packs of 16 batteries sitting around, just laying around the house because shit, my Xbox One controller drains those batteries like it's fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I just got a message a few minutes ago. Xbox One controller is battery is low.
Oh man, that sucks, man. And it's like, I don't know. I want to kick Nyko in the ass because the accessories they got for the PlayStation 4 is better than the accessories for the Xbox One. The Xbox One charging kit docking station for Nyko is dog shit. I had to throw that in the trash, and I had to end up getting the the energy one. The it's like a little energy stand. It's a little stand where you plug in the
Yeah.
controller. It's that's the one that's the type of docking station I had to get for my Xbox One, Energizer one. The one for my PlayStation 4 is the Nyko, and that one works fluidly. It works amazing. Um, I just want what I want in these controllers is more battery life and the option to make it wired. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if they do make it wired, include USB Type C, like my man Pyro said. Include USB Type C. We're in 2017, about to be 2018. We need that new tech. Hopefully, we do see it. Backwards compatibility is a huge must. We got to have it. I mean, because it's not fair for PC gamers. You know, PC gamers, they got the best of everything. Them guys got the best graphics, best frame rate. They got a whole huge fucking gaming library that never disappears. You know what I'm saying? Unlimited storage. They could pretty much fucking upgrade their GPU and CPU whenever they please. You know what I'm saying? So they got the best of everything, and their games is cheap. Meanwhile, we're limited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're limited. So I mean,
And most of them get them free because they torrent.
right. You know, but you get a couple of guys, the proud fellas who claim they don't. Oh, I'm a PC gamer. I'm a loyalist. I pay everything in full price. I don't turn nothing. Yeah, okay. But occasionally we get a couple people like that. But not saying everybody is like that, but occasionally there's some people out there that's like that.
Shit, if I was a hardcore PC gamer, I'd torrent a lot of games.
Who you
But
telling?
then again, you got Steam where you get a bunch of fucking games for a subscription.
Right.
Kind of like how Xbox just came out with their,
With the
hundred
pass.
some odd. Well, no, they just came out with their 100 some odd games for, you have access to over 100 games for $10 a month.
Mm-hmm. One trilogy I would like to see remade and remastered is Dead Space. I want to see that trilogy remastered. I want to see it. Please, EA, make it happen. Make it happen with Dead Space. Being that you guys got Peter Moore out of there, because Peter Moore was not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Peter Moore is the man with the master plan. But he was not about going. He wasn't a fan of going back into the past. Peter Moore is the reason why you don't see a fight night. I'm just being real. He's the reason why we don't see fight nights. He's the reason why you see nothing but UFCs. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with UFC, but at the same time, boxing is still a good ass sport. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine another fight night with Floyd Mayweather on it. Even though I don't like the bastard, but I'm saying, imagine how many sales is going to be. Imagine how much, and Manny Pacquiao on it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody picking like Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I'm saying, against Manny Pacquiao, even though they two different weight classes, but still, just advertisement wise. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be sick.
Yeah.
Or having an unlockable character for boxing. That unlockable character is Kimbo Slice versus
Mike Tyson.
Versus Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Kimbo Slice versus Mike Tyson. Like that would sell like water. You know what I'm saying? Like it would sell like hotcakes. No lie. And being that Peter Moore has left EA, whoever that's taking over EA now, hopefully they will revamp some of these perfect titles. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see another fight night, and I want to see a remastered Dead Space. If not remastered, then make a Dead Space 5. You know what I'm saying? Make another storyline. Something how they did, like similar to what they did with Mass Effect, but make it better. Mass Effect, I don't know what happened with that game. I hear a lot of bad reviews about it, and I don't even hear nothing.
Andromeda's really not that bad.
I don't hear nothing about it right now, though. Like that's the thing.
I just haven't beat it. I mean, I've been playing it, and I think it's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I have no complaints about it right now.
Right. Well, hopefully, man, we get to see some more bangers on EA. I'm tired of the UFCs and stuff like that they got going on. But I want to see something to spice it up. If they release another fight night, I'm definitely going to buy it day one. But as far as going towards the road to E3, it's been really quiet as far as gaming news.
Yeah,
It's been real quiet recently.
which is surprising because usually there's tons of news coming out
Right,
this right now.
right. Remember last year how much leaked information was coming out on gaming news that to the point where none of us was really too surprised when E3 came. You know, they real
Yeah.
secretive now. Like they know exactly what they doing. But definitely Pyro, I completely agree with you. A remastered Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
hell
Yo.
yeah, my man.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we need that. Definitely. Definitely. A remastered version of that battle cuz I own that game. I got it right now. But
Yeah,
if
I'm pretty sure I still got it.
you still got
Well,
it,
no, that may. No, I do. I have the digital download
you
on
have
my
digital download.
360.
Yeah. Well, you can get it on your Xbox One too. If you got it digitally, you can download it. If you got it after this podcast, I will see you on there. Cause
Hell yeah.
that is the shit. That is the fucking shit. I love Bad Company 2. Everything breaks in that game, and I love it. I love it, and I would love to see a remastered version of that game as well. Even we take it back to the roots. Call of Duty Big Red 1.
Ooh,
That's another
man.
classic. Big Red 1.
Yeah.
That's another classic, man. If they could remaster that and make it HD, oh my gosh. Cause you know that one was the one with the tanks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. I would be knocking some heads off with that if they could remaster that. But that was the only, like, between Bad Company 2 and Halo 2, around that time frame, those was the only two games that was being played around that time frame. That Halo 2 and
I was all about Halo 2. I probably spent 18 months playing Halo 2.
oh yeah, easily. I was playing Halo 2 in the classroom on a PC. My teacher was teaching, and I wasn't paying his ass no mind. We was in a IT class, and everybody was playing Halo in the classroom, and he studied teaching, thinking he was doing something, and thinking everybody was listening until one clown on the other side of the classroom, because I guess I kept killing his ass too much, and he got mad. He was like, "Oh, come on, you cheating!" Once he said that,
over.
It was over. The teacher came around. What cheating? What are you talking about? He came around, saw everybody on Halo 2. And then next thing you know, he got some big-headed motherfucker to come through with some hard drive. He had a hard drive and blocked us from playing any games, period. And I was pissed. But the experience of Halo 2 still sinks into my head. And that was an amazing game.
Man,
it was amazing.
Them super jumps.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I would do anything to go back in time to play Halo 2. Matter of fact, I got the Master Chief Collection. What am I talking about?
Oh yeah, I got the Master Chief Collection too.
That's another.
I played Halo 2 for a bit.
It's another game on the hit list. But that's the road to E3. I want to see something that's going to make me excited. I don't want to see too many indies. I don't care about indies. I want to see.
Well, because a lot of the indies are flops. You know, they're short.
You know what pisses me off with indies? They don't show the full capacity of what the console can do. You know what I'm saying? Them indie games could run on my cell phone. I want to see something that's going to strain the console. I want the shit. I want to be able to see a game so graphically and frame rate heavy that it's going to cause my electricity bill to go up. I want to see,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see something that's really going to be strenuous on the console, because at the end of the day, I want to get the bang for my buck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure my viewers, y'all feel the same way. Y'all want to see the bang for y'all buck as far as, what you're getting. Because think about it, everybody. Everybody has an entertainment center. Everybody has a 4K TV, if not looking for a 4K TV. And I'm pretty sure you got your 4K TV from $800 to $1,000 to $1,200 to $2,000, and you get this $500 console. The reason why I'm saying $500 is because
that's what I paid for.
That's what I paid for, right? Or let's say be equivalent to it. Let's say if you just got the Scorpio, you just bought the Scorpio. You want the game to take full advantage of your Scorpio. You don't want something that you can play on your iWatch. your Apple Watch, you know what I'm saying, onto your console, and it's not really causing your console to work. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. If you like that and that suits you, more power to you. But me as a gamer, I'm a heavy gamer, and I want to see something amazing, something that's going to blow me out the water. Don't get me wrong. I have been blown out the water when I've seen PC games at max settings. It is amazing. It is amazing. And if console could ever get to that level, I would be excited. I would be ecstatic. But unfortunately, we don't have the power. You know what I'm saying? Because we're limited. But at,
Yeah.
but according to Phil Spencer, what he said about the Scorpio and about the developers, it's all about the developers because the power is there. It's all about how the developers is going to use it, and hopefully it's the same with Sony. When PlayStation 5 come out, I want to see the same thing. I want to see the developers take full advantage of the system hardware. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Definitely. Ugh.
but that PlayStation 5, I really see. I'm excited for the PlayStation 5, but at the same time, I really want to see more competition. You know what I'm saying? I know that
Yeah.
I say this a lot in my in our previous podcast, and but I
We'll
want
probably
to,
say it once a
yeah,
podcast, at least.
once a podcast, right? But I really want to see competition, man. Samsung, if you're listening, Apple, if you're listening, please
Get in the
get in
game
the games, please get in the gaming
because
division.
if we don't get these companies uh, to help out with more competition, then things are going to just get in a rut, and nobody's going to want to do nobody's going to want to put a lot of additional effort into it. They're just going to sugarcoat it, slap a new coat of paint on it, and call it what it is, or call it something different.
Right.
And and we're starting to see that, and that's and I know a lot of gamers are starting to see that and take notice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I hope that the gaming community as a whole can wake up from that and come to realize that that's not something that's good for the gaming community.
Right.
We're gonna, things advance way more when there's competition.
Mm-hmm. People budge more. Everybody budge more. There's more. You know what I'm saying? There's more options, and it's more available to for the consumer when it's competition. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, and people step their game up. You don't get these slackers going in and being like, okay, I've got we've got a Call of Duty coming out. We're just gonna slap some other type of stuff on it, and we'll throw it out there for people. People are getting tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people I talk to are tired of this extreme futuristic Call of Duty. I mean, yeah, I can understand being, wanting to do things, make things futuristic. But there's always a line. If you're gonna make something that is just completely outlandish and it gets away from what the game is, what people are, what the game is about to people, to the customers, people are gonna stop playing,
Mm-hmm.
stop buying.
Yeah. And I would love, 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 love to see Sega make a comeback. I would love to see Apple do something with the Sega name and make a Sega Genesis 2. You know what I'm saying? Or, or Samsung, vice versa. I just we want to see
I really
competition,
wish that the Switch wasn't such a bust. I really do.
You and me both.
I had real high hopes for it because I wanted to see Nintendo come make a comeback.
Hmm. I was looking forward to when I heard Nintendo with this new console. You know what came to my mind? Hopefully, they will come out with a new, improved, HD, perfect Super Smash Brothers and a new, improved, perfect Metroid Prime fucking Hunters. That's what I was looking forward to. And unfortunately, we got this damn plastic game system that has a little ass motherboard the size of my testicle. You know what I'm saying? And it's just,
Yeah,
I was just,
and,
oh my gosh, you know?
yeah, and the docking station is nothing but hard plastic
Right.
with a little bitty microchip for power. I think is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the chip is as big as my big toenail, if that, if that.
If that. Oh
Not even the
man.
size of my big toe, just the toenail.
Right. Just the
I
toenail.
mean, so you know, and it just seemed, I don't know if it's just me, but it just seemed like they didn't put too much passion into their craft, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know console makers have generally put a lot of passion into what they make.
But see, this is the thing. Nintendo isn't trying to compete with Microsoft and Sony anymore, and that sucks. They're targeting the iPad, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're
Like,
targeting the mobile.
right. It just sucks, man. It's just really tragic. But hopefully, this E3 we get to see some more info on that new Sonic game. Did you see that trailer to that new Sonic game?
I think I did. I'm not
It's
100% sure.
it's sick, man. And hopefully, we see some more information about that new Sonic game. I'm curious to see what platform is it going to be on. Is it going to be on PC, PlayStation, or whatever? And I'm also curious to see now after Microsoft make this huge bomb on E3 or with their Scorpio. I want to see what could Sony possibly do to counter it because Sony always has a history of countering Xbox Microsoft moves at every
Yeah.
E3, like because their E3 is always like 6 hours afterwards because Microsoft would throw their E3 around like what 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, around sometimes around noon
Yeah,
Central Time.
and then you got Sony. They do theirs around like 6 o'clock. And they always do something, you know what I'm saying? Even though if they have their stuff written down and rehearsed and stuff like that, they modify what they practice based off what they see what Xbox do. You know what I'm saying? And they always do that. So after they see the Scorpio and in the games that's made for it and the specifications for it, I want to see what they're going to counter it. It has to be one of the two things. It has to be a PlayStation 5 reveal / announce / trailer / tease, or if not a PlayStation 5, or they talking about a PlayStation 4 Pro update that's going to increase graphical power or some type of magic source update that the PlayStation 4 Pro that's going to be able to do or something. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to do something because at the end of the day, they're competing for us consumers to invest in a product. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really leaning towards a PlayStation 5 that it might be announced this year E3. I could be wrong, but I may have people that disagree. But if we do see a PlayStation 5 tease, I would love it. You know what I'm saying? I would love it
Yeah.
for the simple fact that there's competition, even though it's between the same two people, the same two companies. But I would still love it. You know what I'm saying? Even though the console won't be ready till 2019, we see a tease now. Like that's still something big. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that they need. It's mandatory that they release this tease because Sony couldn't be in a better position that they are in right now. Because the position that they're in right now is good. Their sales is up. You know what I'm saying? They got Call of Duty. They got the rights to Call of Duty. So like Call of Duty is exclusive to them. They get stuff early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, they in
Well,
a,
it depends on who developed it.
right. It's just that the one thing I don't like is that the Friday the 13th video game, it feels like a beta. I don't own it, but from what I've seen from several YouTubers and several videos and read through several articles, Friday the 13th is like a beta slash demo on the Xbox One, opposed to the PlayStation 4. It feels like a full fledged game. You know what I'm saying? How it ended up being that way, I have no idea, but that's from what I'm hearing. But what's your opinions and views if that's true? Like, what's your opinions and you know what I'm
I
saying?
I've I've haven't seen much. Um, I was just scrolling through my news feed and just happened to look at the see part of the um, gameplay. So I know little to nothing about it. I hope. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
imagine it's a hack and slash type of game. But I don't know. I haven't played the game.
So, do you? Let me ask you this: with the PlayStation 5, um, if they partner up with Nvidia, do you think that could be a game changer?
It could be. It absolutely could be.
But we shall see, right?
Yep.
Shout outs to Pyro. He's been very active in the chat. Appreciate you watching. Anybody else that's watching our feed, our show, just know that we will have an additional what's the word I'm looking for? Additional guest on the show. Um, I don't know if you guys know him or not. He's real big around YouTube. His name is T Reaper. He does multiplayer podcasts with with the cast, with the cast that's who talks about video games with Reaper. He does Reaper Gaming and Zaire. Next Gen 720. He does the multiplayer contest. Excuse me. He does a multiplayer podcast with the bigger YouTubers, and I'm gonna partner up with him. He couldn't make this show in particular. That's on weekends, but he will be able to make it later on around August. Personal reasons. But I will be partnering up and working with him, working on trying to get him to work on a podcast during the week. Possibly, we could possibly do a show between Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever works best with our schedule. We are looking for 8 o'clock time frame. Not too late because we are all adults here. We all got a job. We all work. But yeah, shout outs to T Reaper again. I appreciate everything he has done. We're gonna definitely gonna get our voices heard as far as with this in the gaming industry, and just spice some things up for the the listeners that's out there. We're going to do something different. We I wanted to do a show with him on Sundays, but Sundays is real critical during that day. But hopefully during the week I can partner up with my man Cut. Also, if he's not too busy, so it could be all three of us, me, Cut, and T Reaper. And hopefully I can get the full crew in here. I can get Aiden in here as well if he's not too busy during the week on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. But definitely got something in store for you guys, for my listeners out there.
8 to 5 is my schedule, man. So whatever works.
Oh, 8 to 5 is your schedule. So okay, so anything after 5 would be perfect, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so definitely we're gonna have 2 shows on this channel. We're not gonna flood this channel with like 6 or 7 different podcasts. We're just gonna have 2 podcasts. One podcast on Saturday nights, and we're gonna have another podcast possibly Tuesdays at 8 p.m. If not Tuesdays, we might switch it to Wednesday. I just got to touch bases. Most likely it's going to be Tuesdays, but I just got to touch bases with the rest of the crew to make sure that we all good and we all set. If you don't follow T Reaper, you should check out his channel. Like I say, he's on Multiplayer Podcast, and he does a lot of shows and stuff and whatnot. And he's very he's very known. He's a cool guy, very opinionated and very outspoken. He's very cool.
Kind of like myself.
Yep, just like my man Kut. Just like my man Kut. But once he come on to the show on our Tuesday or Wednesday show, once I figure out the perfect date that works out for everybody, I would definitely let everybody know. I would the next show, the next time we air, I would definitely let you confirm that this is the set days throughout the week that we're going to do. And the name of this podcast that we're going to have every Saturday is called Podcast Unlimited. So it's just going to be us 3, me, Aiden, and Kut. And during the week, we're going to have our Everything Tech podcast where we just covering just straight tech / gaming, but mainly gaming. So once I get that set date straight, everybody is going to be good. And hopefully I get the fan base rolling and going, and hopefully I get some questions rolling and going, because I want to interact with you with my listeners more, because I want to answer questions, and what I'm saying, I enjoy interacting. So just be on the lookout. I just wanted to put that out there. Kut, is there anything else you want to say before speaking of T Reaper, here he is right now. What's up, Reaper? I see you in the comment section. What's up, brother? Kut, is there anything else you wanna cover or hit anything from a different angle or whatnot?
No, not at the moment. You guys, we do have a Facebook page out there. It's called God of the Geeks. I mean, we cover everything from gaming, tech, just geeky, nerdy stuff. Whatever tickles your fancy, comic books, everything under the sun. Check it out. We post the podcast updates. We post links to the podcast on there. So yeah, I mean, check that out if you want. You ain't got to. It's
Oh yeah.
You already got the podcast channel if you're listening. So either way, you're golden.
Definitely. And follow me on Twitter. If you're a listener and you want to get your voice heard and you want to join our podcast, because we are definitely looking for some more people, just follow me on Twitter and shoot me a message. I'm Heartless_TV. I will put it in the link. I will put my Twitter information in the description as well. So, and I even got an Instagram as well where I post pictures of different things or leaked screenshots and stuff like that. I posted it up on Instagram as well. I'm working on a Discord. But yeah, I'm really active on Twitter. I'm really active on there. So if you're interested in joining our podcast, please don't hesitate. Shoot me a message and we will definitely make it happen. This is our weekend podcast that we do every Saturday. This is brand new, and we're just going to be focused. What we do is we'll do a podcast, and then we'll hit the Xbox One later on the evening. So you can interact with us twice on a Saturday evening. You can listen to us speak about games and our opinions and views from 8 to 10 or 8 to 9, however long the podcast is going to be. And then right after the podcast, we're going straight on Xbox Live. So don't forget to add me on Xbox Live also. So don't be a stranger. We're going to interact with you guys. We're going to interact.
Well, yeah. Heartless gonna throw my gamer tag up there in the description for you guys.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. And I want to. My main goal is to make this channel non-biased as possible. I want to make this, you know what I'm saying. I want to make this channel like a damn TV show. You know what I'm saying. That's why I know it sounds strange, but I want to make it to like a TV show. So like, I want it to be, I want it to be realistic. I don't want to, I don't want to be. How can I say? I don't want to seem scripted like most of these YouTubers are nowadays. I want it to be like, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be like realistic, you know? And I appreciate the support I get from everybody, you know what I'm saying? And again, shout outs to my boy Reaper. When we get him on board on our weekly podcast, it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, us YouTubers, we're going to take off. We might be small right now, but we ain't going to be small for long. We definitely going to take this off. And my man Cutthroat right here, he just going to keep chopping people up. Ain't it, Cut?
Yep. Coming for that throat.
Coming for it. And we're about to head out of here. Reaper, I will definitely hit you up, man. Thanks for tuning in. Pyro, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate interacting, and thanks for clearing that up about the PlayStation 5, about the GPU and stuff like that. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in as well. Again, follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on there, heartless_TV. If you got any questions, opinions, and views, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, and please don't hesitate to subscribe for my new listeners and viewers that's out there. Again, I appreciate the love and support. This is Heartless, over and out. Peace!